I don't know about you, but it seems like December just invites reflections. Maybe that's part of faith tradition because almost all the world's major religions have special moments in December. For me, that's Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus. Maybe it's that very human tendency that we all have to take a sneak peek at the year that's ending and the year ahead. But whatever the situation is, it just seems like these winter nights invite reflection. My very favorite tool to use for that is a book named A Winter Name for God, written by a good friend of mine, Scott Colglazier. My favorite essay in that book talks about Kristen Lundquist. And Kristen remembers when her mom and dad packed herself and her two siblings and all of their earthly possessions into the car and moved from Rockville, Illinois to Southern California in 1949. Part of that earthly possessions were 4 cartons of Christine's grandmother's hand-painted, custom designed with a forget-me-not pattern set of china. She talks about that unfortunately only 3 of those cartons made it to California and remembers that her mom at every big event half laughed and half lamented that she had a china service that had not a cup, not a bowl, or a saucer. Christine's mom died in 1983 and she inherited that partial set of china. In 1993, on New Year's Day, Christina hauled herself out of bed at 5 a.m. and before the Rose Bowl parade or the Rose Bowl game began, she went to the Pasadena Rose Bowl flea market. Up and down the aisles she traipsed looking for those rare treasures that you find at flea markets. And instead of relinquishing and going home when she wanted to, she turned one more corner and there it sat on a card table, a forget-me-not pattern of china, only cups and saucers and bowls. The vendor pretty quickly realized that this was not a normal purchase. And what Christine understood quickly was that the vendor had purchased her grandmother's missing china at an estate sale. It turns out that carton had been stashed in a shed at Christine's home all those years, and when they sold the house, the vendor bought the carton. Christine reflects that when she first used that full set of china, including those missing bowls and cups and dishes, she just marveled at how the pieces of the universe that she called seemed to tumble together. She reflected, what could have happened? I mean, what would have happened had I not gotten out of bed at 5 a.m.? What would have happened had I gone home when my feet started to ache? What would have happened had I not seen that vendor at that exact moment? Her final conclusion is that sometimes, just sometimes, all the pieces of the universe tumble together. At this time of year, all of us at KYA, on a very personal note, want to wish you the very best of holiday seasons and the very best of 2014. And we really hope that all the pieces of your universe tumble together. And let me just add from a KYA perspective that along with that wish for you, we hope that you will join us in working hard in 2014 to ensure that those pieces of the universe tumble into place for Kentucky's kids. I mean, maybe that's putting your hand on a kid's shoulder in your faith community this coming weekend. Maybe it's taking a look at the school down the street and thinking how you can be involved. Or maybe, just maybe, it's you joining with us in waging justice for Kentucky's kids in the 2014 General Assembly. You know, the universe does have a way of making pieces tumble into place when we work together, and that's what Kentucky's kids are counting on from you and from all of us at KYA in 2014.